Hi friends, this is Anna Hellman of Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff, and I'm here to share a sneak peek of some products coming in Stampin' Up's January through June mini catalog that will come out January 5th of 2021. There are some really neat things in this catalog. I got my hands on a few of them, and I'm trying to share some sneak peeks to give you some things to look forward to. So we are going to make this absolutely beautiful and bright butterfly card with the new Floating and Fluttering Bundle. It includes this stamp set. This is one big stamp, just so that you know, and then it has these smaller stamps that you can fill in the butterflies and the leaves with. And then the die set includes 2 dies that coordinate with that big stamp, which is really nice, and then some smaller ones to cut out the butterflies and the leaves individually if you like. So this card includes several different techniques. We are going to emboss the black butterflies, and we don't have black embossing powder, so I'm going to show you how to emboss with colors that you may not have powder for. And then we're going to use our new blending brushes to add the color to the butterflies, and I'll show you a few other things as we go along. So the first thing we will do is work on this piece with all the butterflies stamped, and I have already prepared part of it just to make it go a little bit faster here. So when you start, you're going to have a piece of cardstock that measures 2.5 by 5.5, and I taped it down to my Stamparatus work surface, and it doesn't seem to be staying exactly, but I think it should be okay. And you're going to line up your stamp somewhere on here, wherever you like. My first one was there in the center. I stamped a second time up here, and then this is going to be my third one. Bring the plate over to attach it, and I'm going to tape that down a little bit better. We will end up cutting the edges off of this, so we don't have to worry about that for now. Now I'm going to make sure this still lines up where I want it, and I'll move it a little bit. Okay, so the first time we ink this stamp, we need to ink it with black, and I'm using my Memento black. We'll ink this up. We will stamp one time. I'm going to lift this back off. Now I'm going to clean my stamp with my chamois. Now I want to make sure that dries, but then I'm going to ink it back up a second time with Versamark. Now I'm doing this a little bit different than I have done other colors with when I went to heat emboss with my other colors. Just because of the black ink pads, I'm afraid they'll absorb the Versamark if I do them the usual way. If you are interested in learning how to emboss in any color with the other colors the way I normally do it, check out that video. I have a video posted on YouTube that explains exactly how to do that. So next, we are done stamping on this. You'll repeat that until you have your whole piece covered. You want to be careful not to smear any of this ink while you're going on, because that Versamark will remain wet. Then you can remove this from your Stamparatus, and we're going to bring in our clear embossing powder to emboss this. So you can remove the washi tape if you want to. Doesn't really matter one way or the other. Now I only need to emboss this lower part because that's the part I hadn't finished, but you will need to emboss the entire piece, so keep that in mind. And I can already see that my piece shifts, so I'm going to have some extra embossing powder on here, but that's okay. We'll continue on with this, and I'll show you how I finish the rest of the card. So I'm going to heat this up with my heat tool for a minute just to get it embossed, and then I'll show you the rest of the card. Now we'll cut this piece down to measure 2 inches wide. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off of this edge. measure here so that it ends up 2 inches wide. Now we are going to play around with our new blending brushes, and I am absolutely in love with these. So I'll show you how they work. Right now, I don't have a color for each brush. I'm waiting to get some more in, so mine are going to get a little bit mixed with similar colors. But how it works, you pick up some color with a swirling motion, blot a little bit of excess onto your scrap paper, your work surface, and then you can apply it using a swirling motion to your project. And as you play around with this, you'll get a feel for it. But I have been playing with this just today for the very first time, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So I am going over all of the leaves with Greeny Apple Green. The other colors I will be using are Mango Melody, Magenta Madness, and Gorgeous Grape. So I can make this as light or as dark as I want. I do really like with these bright colors, the more I apply, the more vibrant it gets. So there's the green for the leaves. Now let's apply some Mango Melody on some of the butterflies. I'll bring this in so you can see it. I didn't really have any particular order to where I put the colors on the butterflies. I just spread out the mango with the pink and the purple. These blending brushes give such a really pretty, soft, and well blended finish. So I'm so excited that Stampin' Up! Is coming out with these. Now my colors are overlapping some, and that is fine. That does not concern me, since I'm just kind of filling in the colors with these. Nothing about this is going to be perfect. So now let's do some Magenta Madness. I really wanted this to be a bright, fun card, so I picked out some of our most bright colors. And these other two we will do with Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so we have our color applied to all the butterflies. Now we just need to assemble the card. And I already have a lot of this prepared. I have my basic black card base. I have a piece of Magenta Madness here that measures 2 1/8 inches by 5 1/2 inches. We'll attach our piece with the butterflies over top. I did prepare one extra butterfly that I stamped with that same large stamp, and then I just die cut it using the individual butterfly die. So I wanted to put a little bit of trim underneath. So I'll put a little bit of adhesive right there. This is some of our Forever Greenery trim. It comes with 2 different kinds of trim in the pack. So I will wind this around. Each time I bring it back, I'll just press it down into that adhesive that I put on, and that will hold it in place. So I like the messy look like this. Now I have a foam dimensional on the back of my butterfly, so I'll go ahead and attach it. And I'm going to finish this with a few of our in color dots with this Magenta Madness color. So I think they just set it off with all of these bright colors and add a little bit of fun embellishments to it. So I hope you enjoyed this project. This gives you some things to look forward to in our new catalog, like I said, coming out in January. If you are interested in seeing the catalog before it comes out to customers in mid-December, then you are able to sign up with Stampin' Up. If you sign up with Stampin' Up, you're able to see the catalog now, and you can begin ordering these products at the beginning of December. So that is something to consider. I would love to welcome you to my Sassy Stampers team. We have a wonderful group and we have a lot of fun. If you are waiting to order as a customer, you will be able to order beginning on January 5th. So thanks for joining in. I hope you enjoyed this. You can get more ideas and inspiration on my blog at scrappingstampingandstuff.com. I appreciate you joining in, and I hope to see you again next time.